Hello, dear students. Good evening, everyone. Hello, guys. How are you all? So, guys, welcome everyone. Welcome to Unacademy Accelerate platform. And so, this is the fifth class of complex numbers in 3000 practice problems. So, in the previous sessions, we discussed previous year questions of complex number from the year 2020 and 2019, and in this session we'll discuss the remaining questions in remaining previous year questions in complex numbers, and from tomorrow we are going to start advanced questions in complex numbers, guys. Hello Surendra, good evening. Hello Praneet, hi. Subhashish Singh, pranam. So कैसे हो guys? How are you all? कैसे चल रहे हैं प्रिपरेशन? Okay, good, very good. Okay, so guys, let me introduce myself for the new students. Myself, Praneet Kalyanam. I'm maths educator at Unacademy. I have 10 years experience in teaching IIT-JEE maths. Previously, I have worked in Narayana Chennai campus and Akash Bangalore. I'm from IIT Roorkee. Hello Abhishek. Good evening. Right. Chalo guys. So guys, this is my referral code, Praneet10. This is my referral code. So if you want to join Plus platform, you can use this referral code and join. And these are the packages we have: 28,000 for 6 months, 38,500 for 12 months, and 56,000 for 2 years. And if you use this referral code, you'll get instant 10% discount, guys. Okay, right, chalo. So let's start, guys. Hello, Rutvik. How are you? So chalo then, let's start. So this is a question we have. So theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi. And 3 plus 2i sine theta by 1 minus 2i sine theta is purely imaginary number. Then the sum of the elements in A, sum of the values of theta he is asking. So guys, let's start doing this question. As he is saying purely imaginary means real part should be 0. Let's calculate the real part of the given complex number and equate it to 0. Yeah, definitely Rutvik. Yeah, definitely. You can follow this series. We'll complete the entire syllabus before 2021 mains. Exactly. We'll finish all the chapters before 2021 mains. Okay, right. So tell me guys, how can we do this question? So we'll just calculate the real part and equate it to 0. Anyone got the answer? So let me do this 2-3 steps. I'll do it and then we can do it together. So 3 plus 2i sine theta by 1 minus 2i sine theta. So real part we should calculate and equate it to 0, guys. So to calculate real part, first we need to multiply both numerator and denominator with conjugate of the denominator, that is 1 plus 2i sine theta. Yes, exactly. We need to rationalize this. That's what I am doing it here. Yeah. So now let's calculate denominator. Denominator anyway, it is denominator. Actually, we don't need to calculate, but let's calculate this. Okay, no problem. Denominator is x plus iy into x minus iy is x square plus y square. What is the answer, Shivani? Is it option D? Okay. Anyone else, guys? Anyone else got the answer? Right. So we need, see guys, we need to calculate just real part only. We don't need any imaginary part. So we need real part. So real into real, imaginary into imaginary. So if you do that, 3 minus 4 sine square theta, that's what we're getting, guys. 3 minus 4 sine square theta, we're getting it. So this is a real part. So we are just calculating only entire in this. We are just calculating only real part we are calculating. And this real part we should equate it to 0. Okay, Harshita, D is the answer. Yashan is also saying D. Surendra is also saying D. Okay, let's see. So now if you equate it to 0, only real part I just calculated and I am equating it to 0. Chalo, what I get it? Sine square theta is equals to 3 by 4. I am getting it. So from this, I can say it as sine square theta is equals to sine square pi by 3. Can I say it like this? Sine square theta is equals to sine square pi by 3, where theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, guys. Minus pi by 2 to plus pi. So what are the values we have? In fourth quadrant, we have one angle. What is it? Minus pi by 3. In first quadrant, we have one angle, plus pi by 3. In second quadrant also, we have one angle, which is 2 pi by 3. So we just need to add all this. Why? Because he is saying the set A is nothing but set of all values of theta with satisfying the given condition. So these are the values we are getting it. So now what he is saying, sum of the elements he is asking. So that means we just need to add all this. Yes, exactly. We just need to add all this. If you just need to add all this, how much we get? Minus pi by 3 plus pi by 3 plus 2 pi by 3. Directly we can get the answer. These two get cancelled and we're getting 2 pi by 3. That's it. 2 pi by 3 is the answer. Okay. So now let me tell you about this general solution of this trigonometric equation, guys. Okay. So the general solution of trigonometric equation, which is in the form of sine square theta is equals to sine square alpha, is theta is equals to n pi plus or minus alpha. This is the general solution. So once you calculate general solution, you didn't understand, Rajkumar? See, he is saying purely imaginary. As he is saying purely imaginary, we just calculated real part and equate it to 0. If a complex number is purely imaginary, its real part is 0. And we just calculated real part and equate it to 0. And once we got the equation, we just calculated in second, first, third, 3 quadrants, 3 solutions we are getting it. So these are the 3 solutions we have. And we just need to add all these solutions. Sum of the elements in A, he says. Clear? Okay, chalo, let's move to the next one, guys. Right, this is a next question we have. Similar question, guys. The value of theta for which this is purely imaginary. Again, same method. We just need to equate it to real part. We should equate it to 0. Let's calculate the real part and equate it to 0. So here 3 plus 2i sin theta is there, and here 2 plus 3i sin theta is there. Small change you can find. There is a small change, 2016 and 2019. There is a small change. Easily you can calculate this. So just calculate the real part and equate it to 0, guys. Just calculate the real part of 2 plus 3i sin theta by 1 minus 2i sin theta. Everyone do this question. So we just need to rationalize it. Simply we just need to rationalize it. Exactly. Multiply and divide with the conjugate of denominator, which is 1 plus 2i sin theta by 1 plus 2i sin theta. That's it. So as we need only real part equals to 0. Real part we should equate it to 0. So to calculate real part, real into real and imaginary into imaginary. That's it. Very easy question. Right. I am from Hyderabad, guys. So tell me, if you equate real part, just only real part, if you equate it, what I am getting is 2 minus 6 into sine square theta is equals to 0. From this, how much I am getting, guys? Sine square theta is equals to 2 by 6. That is sine square theta is equals to 1 by 3. That means theta is equals to sine inverse of 1 by root 3. That's what we're getting it. Clear? Is it third option? Correct or not? Yes, perfect, Shivani, perfect. Anyone else done this question? Very good, guys. It's an easy question. So clearly we can say that option D is the correct answer. Correct, na? Right. Yes, Aditya, new batch started already. For 11th, new batch started. So you can join for that batch. Yes, correct. Harshita, you're right. Chalo, guys. Let's move to the next one. So we don't need to calculate this entire procedure, guys. Entire procedure you don't need. We just need to calculate only real part. So we just calculated only real part. Real into real, imaginary into imaginary. Clear, na? Yes, exactly. Plus or minus, we get it. Tech bro, you will get plus or minus, but in the options you can clearly say that there is only one answer. Okay. Yes, exactly. We get plus or minus, but in the options there is only one option. So that's why we are taking plus. Correct. Exactly. Correct. Perfect. So let's do this question, guys. So this is locus problems, guys. For all locus problems in complex numbers, simply you just need to substitute z is equals to x plus iy. Clear? Z is equals to x plus iy. We need to substitute. Let's substitute z is equals to x plus iy and simplify this. Let's see what we get it. So basically, what he gave is z minus I is equals to mod z minus I is equals to mod z minus 1. That's what he gave. Clear? So everyone try this question and tell me the answer for this question. Mod z minus I is equals to mod z minus 1. So simply what we can do is, in place of z we just need to substitute, in place of z we just need to substitute x plus iy and then simplify it. Exactly, yeah, you can square it actually. You can square it on both sides. So tell me what we get. This is like x plus iy minus I is equals to x plus iy minus 1 and square it on both sides. So tell me guys what we get it. X square plus y minus 1 whole square is equals to x minus 1 whole square plus y square. That's it. That's it. If you simplify this, you get the answer, guys. So what is the answer? Anyone got it? Surendra is saying option B. Okay. Anyone else, guys? It's a line exactly. Why? Because the x square, y square terms get cancelled. Clearly, we can say that. It is not going to be a circle, Ankur. Why it is not going to be a circle is x square terms, y square terms are getting cancelled. Easily you can observe that. X square terms, y square terms are getting cancelled. So definitely it is not going to be a circle. Why? Because x square, y square terms are getting cancelled. So automatically. So otherwise you expand it, no problem. If you take one more step, no problem. But when you are doing it, you don't need to expand all this. Directly you can write it all this. For your understanding purpose, I am writing each and every term, but you don't need to write all this. Directly you can write it, okay? If you are comfortable with direct steps, you can directly cancel and directly write the answer. So tell me guys, what we are getting it? 2x minus 2y, even 1 also get cancelled, is equals to 0. So that's what x minus y is equals to 0. So what is the slope of this line, guys? He's asking slope. See here. Slope is equals to 1, guys. How to calculate the slope of a line? Slope of ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. How to calculate this? Is minus a by b. This is the formula to calculate slope of a given line. Correct, no? So what is the answer then? So answer is equals to second option. Simple, isn't it? Correct or not, guys? Okay, right. Chalo. Minus a by b or minus b by a, Sweta? You can convert it into y is equals to mx plus c. Yeah, that is also fine. Yes, correct, exactly. So y is equals to mx plus c. You convert it into this form. So if you convert it into this form, this we can write it as y is equals to x. So coefficient of x is 1. So we can say that slope is equals to 1. Correct. Any method is fine. Okay. Hello, Sweta. Perfect. Chalo. So second option is the answer, guys. Clear now? Everyone understood this? Can we move to the next one? Right. Next. This is the next question we have. So guys, start doing this question. A greater than 0. Z value is given. So mod Z value he gave, guys. Mod Z value he gave. From this, can we calculate A value? We need to calculate A value. Mod Z value he gave. Magnitude he gave. So everyone try this question and tell me the answer as quickly as possible. Try to do the calculations fastly, guys. Mod Z value he gave. Mod Z is equals to square root of 2 by 5. But we have one formula, guys. Mod Z1 by Z2. This is an important property. Mod Z1 by Z2 is equals to mod Z1 by mod Z2. So we can use this formula. And we have one more property, guys. Mod Z square is equals to mod Z whole square. Just recollect all these formulas. And finally what he gave is modulus of 1 plus I whole square by a minus I is equals to mod 1 plus I whole square by mod a minus 1 is equals to root 2 by 5. So we need to simplify this. So what is the answer, guys? Shivani? Answer is option B. Okay. Anyone else, guys? Okay. Ritu is also saying option B. Anyone else? क्या होगा आंसर? ऑप्शन बी होगा और सी होगा? ऑप्शन बी है ना? चलो हम देखते हैं. So apply modulus on both sides. If you apply modulus on both sides, clearly we can calculate modulus of this, guys. Modulus of this is becoming root 2 whole square, which is 2 by square root of a square plus 1 is equals to square root of 2 by 5. Let's cross multiply this or square it, anything is fine. If you square it, what we get it? Finally we are getting like a square plus 1 is equals to 10. So from this a square is equals to 9, guys. That's what he is giving. And he is saying a should be positive, so compulsory a should be plus 3 only. We can't take minus 3. Why? Because he is saying a is positive. Clear now? Okay, right. So once we got a value, directly you can substitute this a value here, guys. Let's substitute this a value here. If you substitute this a value here, how much we get it? And now we need to calculate again. So let's do this again. So z is equals to, as he's asking z bar, first let's calculate z. So 1 plus I whole square, guys, as I already told you, 1 plus I whole square is a standard result. You can remember it. 1 plus I whole square is 2i, guys. This is the standard result. So now tell me, guys, we're getting like 2i by a value we just calculated 3 minus I. This value we need to calculate. So let's rationalize it. Multiply both numerator and denominator with denominator conjugate. Denominator conjugate is 3 plus I. Now let's do this. Denominator is 10. Yes, denominator is 10. What about numerator? Numerator we are getting minus 2 plus 6i. That's what we're getting it. But this is z, guys. He's asking z bar. Let's calculate z bar. Conjugate of this. Conjugate of this. So we can write it as a minus 1 by 5 plus 3i by 5. This is z. But we need to calculate z bar. It's conjugate. Minus 1 by 5 minus 3i by 5. That's it. Simple. So yes, second option in answer. Clear now? So guys, you can clearly observe previous year questions are easy questions. 2019, 20, even 21 also. Almost all questions are easy only. 1 or 2 questions will be lengthy. 1 or 2 questions will be difficult. But most of the questions you can see clearly, they are easy only. The only thing is that we just need to practice it. That's it. If you learn the basics and if you learn the concepts and if you practice it, easily we can able to get the answer. Okay, right. So let's start doing this question. Z1, Z2 be the two complex numbers satisfying mod Z1 is equals to 9. So can I say that mod Z minus Z0 is equals to some R? Isn't it a circle, guys? Isn't it a circle with center Z0 and radius R? Can I say it like this? Radius R. Can I say this point? So tell me, what is this given? Mod Z1 is equals to 9. Mod Z1 is equals to 9 is a circle with center 0, 0 and radius 9 units. Correct now? Can we say it like this? Exactly. Perfect. Same way, what is this circle, guys? This is also a circle whose center is 3, 4 and radius is 4 units. So then the minimum value of Z1, mod Z1 minus Z2. What is this mod Z1 minus Z2? Mod Z1 minus Z2 is nothing but it is a distance between Z1 and Z2. That's it. So what he is trying to ask is distance between, minimum possible distance between Z1 and Z2 he is asking. So Anyone? Any answers, guys? Anyone done this question? So D is the answer, huh? Okay, let's check it. So for that, what we can do is, let's draw the graph, guys. If you draw the graph, let's see what we get here. Let's say this is the imaginary axis and this is the real axis. This is the real axis, which is nothing but x-axis only. This is imaginary axis, which is nothing but y-axis only. Clear? So now let's draw the first one graph. That means mod z1 is equals to 9. Mod z1 is equals to 9 is something like this. This is mod z1 is equals to 9 graph. Center is origin and this particular point is 9 comma 0. Correct. And this particular point also we can calculate, which is 0 comma 9. And what he is saying is next second circle is center is 3 comma 4, guys. Let's take the second curve with green color. Center is 3 comma 4. So somewhere here 3 comma 4 is there. Somewhere here 3 comma 4 is there. This is 3 comma 4 somewhere here. And what he is saying, radius is equals to 4 units, guys. If radius is equals to 4 units means it is touching like this. It is touching like this and it is going something like this. We don't know where it is. Okay, otherwise let's take a bigger diagram. Let's take some bigger diagram. Right, this is a first one, which is mod z is equals to mod z1 is equals to 9. This is a first curve. This first curve we can draw it. So where it is intersecting x-axis is 9 comma 0 and this point is 0 comma 9. And the second one will draw with the green color. So center is 3 comma 4. So center, this one is 3 comma 4. So radius is 4 units. So this distance is exactly radius. So compulsory it is intersecting x-axis. So it is something like this. It is intersecting like this. Clear? It is intersecting like this. Okay, I don't know where it is going like this. So but let's calculate this distance, guys. If we calculate this distance is how much? This is the distance between 0 comma 0 and 3 comma 4. 0 comma 0 and 3 comma 4, which is 5 units. And what is this distance? This distance is 4 units. Why? Because see, total is 9 units, guys. So 5 minus 4. So radius is exactly 4. So that means this circle is exactly touching this circle. So these two circles are touching each other internally like this. So the required circle should be like this. Clear now? Everyone understood this? So let me draw the diagram again. So the diagram should be something like this, guys. It should be something like this. So why? Because center is given as 3 comma 4. So from this, if you calculate distance from origin 5 units and radius is 4 units, so sum of these two is 9 units. So that is exactly matching with the bigger circle. So can we say that these two circles are touching each other internally? So what is the shortest distance between this red color one? Why? Because see, this Z1 can be anywhere on the circumference. It can be anywhere, guys. It can be anywhere on the bigger circle. Same way, Z2 can be anywhere on this green color circle. So if we need to calculate minimum distance between Z1 and Z2, Z1 can be anywhere on the red color circle and Z2 can be anywhere on the green color circle. But he is asking a minimum distance. So if I take Z1 is here and Z2 also here. So Z1 minus Z2 is going to be 0 in that case. Shortest distance between these two circles is going to be 0. So the answer is 0, guys. Option D is the answer. Correct. So can we move to the next one? Right. This is the next question we have. So Z minus alpha by Z plus alpha is purely imaginary number and mod Z is given as 2 units, then the value of alpha. We need to calculate this. So he is saying it is purely imaginary number. So if a complex number is purely imaginary number, Z bar is equals to minus Z. In that case, Z plus Z bar should be equals to 0. Can I say it like this? Z plus Z bar should be equals to 0. So in In place of z, we have this number. So can I say it as z minus alpha by z plus alpha plus its conjugate, that is z minus alpha by z plus alpha whole conjugate is equals to 0. Can I say it like this? But we have this property, guys. z1 by z2 whole bar, that means whole conjugate, is equals to z1 conjugate by z2 conjugate. Can I say it like this? Samir Bansal or Vikas Gupta series? Rohit. Okay, sure, definitely. Definitely, Rohit. We'll take good questions from different books and we'll discuss, definitely. Right, so guys, let's do this question. So can we write the same thing as z minus alpha by z plus alpha is equals to z bar minus alpha bar by z bar plus alpha bar. Here plus is there, right? Here plus, guys, is equals to 0. Can I say it like this? Yeah, 6 months is enough, Mrutyunjay. So guys, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday and Saturday, Sunday also. Sometimes Saturday, Sunday also I'll come. Monday, Wednesday, Friday compulsory. Saturday, Sunday is optional. So last week I came Saturday, Sunday live, but this week only Sunday I came live. Saturday I couldn't come live. Okay. Right. Iconic mentors experienced. Yeah, definitely. They are experienced. And top educators only. Yeah, if you can afford Iconic, you can take it. You can. Okay, right. Hello, Rakesh. So guys, now let's take LCM and cross multiply this. If you take LCM and cross multiply this, let's see what we get it. Z minus alpha into z bar plus alpha bar plus z plus alpha into z bar minus alpha bar is equals to 0. I took LCM and cross multiply this. So tell me, guys, anyone got the answer? Anyone got the answer for this question? Alpha value we need to calculate. So tell me, guys, anyone got the answer? My intermediate I completed in Vijayawada, guys, which is in Andhra. So now tell me, guys, let's multiply these two. If you multiply these two, let's see what we get it. So when we multiply these two, see, z into z bar is nothing but mod z whole square only, guys. We have this important property, z into z bar is mod z whole square. Z into z bar is mod z whole square. Shivani, what is the answer? Fourth option? Yes, correct. Perfect. Fourth option is correct. Correct. So now let's multiply again. Remaining terms also will multiply it. Remaining terms, what we get it, plus z into alpha bar minus alpha into z bar minus alpha into alpha bar, which is mod alpha square, plus again this also z into z bar is mod z square minus z into alpha bar plus alpha into z bar minus alpha into alpha bar is mod alpha square is equals to 0. So can I cancel these two, guys? These terms are getting cancelled. Correct or no? So finally what we getting is? So finally what we getting is 2 times mod z square minus 2 times mod alpha square is equals to 0. So from this, mod z is equals to mod alpha, but mod z already given. Mod z is given as 2 units. So this is given as 2 units. So mod alpha we are getting 2, guys. Clear now? Alpha is a real number. Clear? Alpha is a real number, but we calculated its conjugate. Okay, that's okay, no problem. Clear? Right, very good. Next, this is the next question we have. Complex number such that mod z plus z is equals to 3 plus I, then what is the mod z value? So guys, everyone try this question. Mod z value we need to calculate. Mod z plus z is equals to 3 plus I. Easy, isn't it? All the questions are easy only, guys. If you observe 2020, 2019, all these questions are very easy. Even 2021 questions also going to be easy. Okay, so be confident, we can able to crack it. Okay, just crack it. Right, so simply z is equals to x plus iy. Substitute, guys. Substitute wherever z is there, just substitute x plus iy, that's it. So tell me, guys, what is the answer? Just take 1 minute time and tell me the answer. Z is equals to x plus iy. If you substitute and compare both left hand side and right hand side real parts, guys. If you compare both left hand side and right hand side real parts, so tell me what we get it. Mod z value we know it. Mod z is what? Square root of x square plus y square. Mod z value is this. And z value we know it, x plus iy. And equate it to 3 plus I. So now compare real parts and imaginary parts. 99.5 percentile. Okay, so if you are aiming for 99.5 percentile, your score should be more than 210, 220. It should be around 210 to 220, guys. Okay, right. So now tell me, guys. So if you compare real parts and imaginary parts, imaginary part is getting 1, and what is a real part? Real part is square root of x square plus y square plus x equals to 3. So now y value already we calculated, so we are getting square root of x square plus 1 is equals to 3 minus x. Now square it on both sides. X square plus 1 is equals to 9 plus x square minus 6x. So x square cancelled. And how much we getting it? 6x equals to 8 we are getting it, x equals to 4 by 3. Perfect. So we calculated real part and imaginary part. Clear? What is the answer, guys? Is D is correct? D or B? Shivani is saying B. Right. So now tell me, guys, if you substitute these two values, mod z value we can able to calculate. As he is asking mod z value, let's calculate mod z value here. So mod z we need. Mod z is what? Square root of x square plus y square. Already we calculated x value and y value. Let's substitute here. X square 16 by 9 plus y square 1. So now let's simplify this. Square root of, if you take LCM, 16 plus 9, 25. Square root of this, 5 by 3. Yes. Second option is the answer, guys. Fourth option is wrong. Ritu, fourth option is wrong. Let's check it where you did mistake. Correct now? So option B we are getting it, guys. Is it clear? So in complex number, all locus problems or whatever problems you face, whenever you see this z, in place of z you substitute blindly x plus iy and simplify this and calculate x value, y value or whatever you want to do it, you can do it. Clear? Can we move to the next question? Perfect. So guys, I gave the solutions for each and every question. So you can able to download this notes. You can able to download it. Okay. So after the class, you can able to download it, guys. Maybe after 2 hours or 3 hours, you can able to reach this page and can able to download it. Okay. Got it now, Ritu? Right. Very good. Chalo. Let's move to the next question, guys. This is also 2019 question. Below 10,000 if you want to get, you need to get 99 plus percentile. That means that every subject you target 70 marks, guys. Out of 100 you try to get 70 marks. Even if you get 60 marks also, your rank will be below 10,000. 60 out of 100 plus 60 out of 100 plus 60 out of 100 in 3 subjects. So which is 180 out of 300. So where your percentile will be more than 99 percentile. It should be greater than 99 percentile actually. And your rank will be below. Your rank will be less than 10,000 definitely. So remember this, guys. Try to achieve every subject, try to achieve 60 plus marks out of 100. And your score will be 180 out of 300. And your percentile will be greater than 99 percentile, and your rank will be less than 10,000. Okay, and you will be in good NIT. Okay, and it is very easy, guys. Getting 60 marks out of 100 marks is very easy. You can easily target this. You can target more, but this is a minimum target. You can take it 60 out of 100. 15 questions out of 25 questions you need to attempt without mistakes. So anyone done this question? So guys, we can say that by using binomial theorem we can do it easily. See, binomial theorem, we have this expansion, guys. Already we finished binomial theorem. Previous chapter we finished this binomial theorem only. So a plus b whole power 5 plus a minus b whole power 5 is equals to 2 times 5c0 into a power 5 plus 5c2 into a cube into b square plus 5c4 into a power 1 into b power 4. So we can use this formula. Correct, no? Okay, this question you didn't understand. So z value is given as root 3 by 2 plus I by 2 whole power 5 and root 3 by 2 minus I by 2 whole power 5. Real part of z and imaginary part of z is a real and imaginary part of z he is asking. Whether positive, negative, 0 or whatever it is. Clear now? Okay, right. So if you apply this method, it is going to be very easy, guys. You can clearly say that it is in this form. So if you know this formula, just substitute in this formula, you get the answer very easily. 2 times 5c0 into a power 5. A power 5 is root 3 by 2 whole power 5 plus 5c2 into a cube. A cube is what, guys? Root 3 by 2 whole cube into I by 2 whole square. I by 2 whole square is real only. And 5c4 into root 3 by 2 into b power 4 is what? I by 2 whole power 4. All these are purely real, guys. This whole thing is purely real. There is no imaginary part. It is purely real. So in that case, what is the answer, guys? If it is purely real, why? Because I by 2 whole square, it's a real. I by 2 whole power 4 also real. So it is purely real. If it is purely real, can I say that imaginary part of z is going to be 0? Can I say that? Simple, guys. Within one step we get the answer. It is just a small observation. When you expand it by using binomial theorem, are we getting purely real or not? Just check it. Yes, we are getting purely real. If it is purely real, yes, imaginary part is going to be 0. It is just a small observation. Just one step answer. Okay? Right. It's just a conceptual question. Clear now? Okay, right. Chalo, guys. Let's move to the next one. So there is another method also, but that is lengthy method, guys. You can clearly see that we got the answer in one step, and see he is doing in very big way. Clear? Very good. Let's do this question. This question easily we can verify the options, guys. We can verify the options. Mod ZW, modulus is equals to 1. All options are having modulus 1. Clearly you can say that first condition is satisfied by each and every option. And what is the second condition? Which option is satisfied by the second condition? So try this question, everyone. So which is very, very easy question. As the magnitude is equals to 1 and argument of z minus argument of omega is equals to pi by 2, argument of z minus argument of w is equals to pi by 2, which of the following option is satisfying it? So Hemant, what do you need? Previous year questions of advanced you need. Okay, definitely. So from tomorrow we'll discuss, guys. As we almost finished all the recent previous year questions of mains, now we'll concentrate on advanced and we'll discuss previous year questions of advanced. Okay, right, very good. So tell me, anyone got the answer? How can we do this? See, this condition is satisfied by each and every option, guys. Observe carefully. If you calculate modulus of this, mod z into mod w is equals to 1. mod z into mod w1, mod z into mod w1, mod z into mod w1. Every option is satisfied by the first option, first condition. But what is the second condition? This condition is important. Which of the following option is satisfied by this argument of z minus argument of omega is equals to pi by 2? This is very important. This condition where it is satisfying, you just check it. What is argument of minus I, guys? What is argument of minus I? What is argument of minus I? And what is argument of I? Do you know the argument of I and argument of minus I? Argument of I is pi by 2 and argument of minus I is minus pi by 2. Correct? Now we can say that let's try to verify this one, guys. Let's try to verify this one. If you want to verify this one, let's take this one as z bar w is equals to minus I. Okay, and now let's calculate conjugate of this. If you calculate conjugate of this, z w bar is equals to I, and now apply argument on both sides. If you apply argument on both sides, argument of z w bar is equals to argument of I. So now if you calculate argument of z w bar, it is nothing but argument of z minus argument of w only is equals to argument of I is pi by 2, guys. That's what he is giving. See here. That's what he is giving it. Correct or not? So is C is going to be the answer or A is going to be the answer? A is going to be the answer, guys. Not C. We just verified the first option. Yes, it is satisfying. So first option is the correct answer. Everyone understood this? How we calculated, how we verified the first option? So if you want, I'll verify the third option also, guys. Let me verify the third option. As a few people are saying third option. Sweta, Shivani, you're saying third option. So let's take the third option. Third option is what? Z bar omega is equals to I. So we can write it as WZ bar is equals to I. Let's take argument on both sides. If we take argument on both sides, argument of WZ bar is argument of W minus argument of Z is equals to how much? Pi by 2. This is exactly opposite of given statement. Given statement is argument of Z minus argument of W is equals to pi by 2. But here, if you verify the third option, we're getting argument of Z minus argument of W is minus pi by 2, which is not satisfying. So third option is not at all satisfying. Clear now? Everyone understood this? Right, chalo. Let's move to the next one, guys. This is the next question we have. Z is equals to root 3 by 2 plus I by 2. Then what is this value? 1 plus IZ plus Z power 5 plus IZ power 8. I into Z power 8 whole power 9. Right, this is what we should calculate. So try this question. So can we relate this Z with omega? We know what is omega and omega square, guys. Let me write down the omega and omega square values, which is square roots of unity, cube roots of unity. Omega is equals to minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2. This is omega. And what is omega square? Omega square is minus 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2. So if we can relate this Z with omega or omega square, then it will be good, guys. What is the answer? Shivani, Sweta, you're telling about previous question or this question only? You're telling about previous question, right? So tell me, what is the answer for this question, guys? Hemant, what is the answer for this question? So if we can bring I outside, so guys, we need to get minus 1 by 2 here. So can we bring minus I outside? Why? Because if you can bring minus I outside, Z, if you can bring minus I outside, can I write it as a minus 1 by 2? Why? Because minus I into minus 1 by 2 is I by 2 only. And what about here, guys? Here it is plus I root 3 by 2 or minus I root 3 by 2. Let's check it. I into I is minus 1, minus 1 get cancelled. Yes, so this we can write it as this portion, that is a root 3 by 2 plus I by 2, that value we can write it as minus I into minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2. But minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2 is omega only. So what I'll do is, in place of this, I'll substitute omega. So finally, I'm getting Z is equals to minus I omega, I'm getting it. Correct? So substitute this value here. If you substitute this value here, what we get it, guys? So we get it like 1 plus I into minus omega, I into minus I omega, plus I omega whole power 5, plus I into I omega whole power 8 and whole power 9. Finally, this is what we should calculate. So now let's simplify this. So what is the answer? Sanidhya, minus 1, and black blood is saying option A. Any other possibilities, guys? Anyone else want to give the correct answer? Okay, right. Chalo, let's simplify this. If you simplify this, what we get it? Here we're getting 1 plus omega, and here I power 5 is what, guys? I power 5 is I only, and omega power 5 is what? Omega power 5 is omega square only. And here I power 8 is 1 only, and omega power 8 is what, guys? Omega power 8 is equals to omega square, I omega square. That's what we're getting it. Whole power 9. Clear now? So let's check it, guys. Let's check it one more time. I power 5 is I only, I power 8 is I only, I power 5 is omega square, and omega power 8 is omega square, whole power 9. This is what we should calculate. Clear? Perfect. Very good. So now let's calculate this value. So 1 plus omega value, we know it. 1 plus omega is nothing but minus omega square. This value we know it. Let's substitute this value here. Minus omega square means 1 by 2. In place of this, I am substituting minus omega square. 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2. That's what we're getting it. Plus, this is nothing but, this whole thing is nothing but 2I into omega square. Correct or not? Otherwise, you can common out omega square and you can do that. That's better actually. So let me do this way, guys. As everything we are converting in terms of omega square, let's take omega square outside. If you take omega square outside, let's see what we get it. So this we can write it as minus omega square plus 2I omega square whole power 9, and omega square we can take it outside. If you take omega square outside, omega square whole power 9 into minus 1 plus 2I whole power 9. That's what we're getting it. So omega square whole power 9 is omega power 18, which is 1, guys. So remaining part we need to calculate. Minus 1 plus 2I whole power 9. This we need to calculate. So where we are getting this answer, guys? Second option we are getting it. Correct or not? The last I didn't take minus. Okay, let's check it again. Okay, minus I omega we need to substitute. Correct. One second, guys. Here minus I omega I forgot. Here minus I omega, here minus I omega. Now let's check it, guys. So somewhere I did wrong here. So let me do it again. So there is a silly mistake happened here. Let's check it again. Okay, right. So I need to substitute Z is equals to minus I omega. That's what I did here. So previously I forgot this minus I, and now it is okay. Now let's do it again. So this is 1 plus omega, we are getting it, and minus power 5. So here we get minus I power 5, minus into I power 5 is minus I, we are getting it, and omega power 5 is omega square. That's what we're getting it. And here, anyway, this is becoming 1. So here I into omega power 8. Omega power 8 is omega square only. Yes, so this is what we're getting it. Whole power 9. These two get cancelled. Correct. Perfect. Now tell me, this is what we're getting, guys. Minus omega square whole power 9 we are getting it. So this is minus 1 power 9 into omega power 18. Omega power 18 is 1 only, guys. Because omega cube is 1. So minus 1 power 9 is minus 1 into omega power 18 is anyway plus 1. So finally we got minus 1. So third option is correct. Correct na? Sweta, is it correct? Right, perfect, perfect, perfect. Right, so everyone understood this? Within 3-4 steps, we are getting the answer, guys. If you know these basics, omega power 18 is equals to 1, and what is I square and what is I power 4, all this, if you know these basics, then easily we can calculate all this, correct? Perfect, perfect. Chalo. So this method is lengthy, guys. You can clearly see here. This is going to be lengthy method. See how many steps he took it. Almost he took more than 10 steps. Clear. But our method is easy. See here, hardly we took 3 or 4 steps we took it and we got the answer easily. Correct? Okay, right. Perfect. Chalo, let's move to the next one. So this is the next one, guys. Z naught be the root of the quadratic equation x square plus x plus 1 is equals to 0. And if z is equals to this, then what is the argument of z? We need to simplify this z value, guys. See, if z naught is the root of this equation, what are the roots of this equation? What are the roots of this equation, guys? Can anyone tell me what are the roots of this equation? What are the roots? It is a quadratic equation whose roots are omega and omega square only, guys. So z naught value, either you can take omega or omega square, anything is fine. So let's take z naught is equals to omega and then we'll simplify it. Okay, let's do this. Yes, exactly, Sweta, you're right, perfect. So tell me, I'll take z naught is equals to omega, I'll take it. Anything you can take it, even omega square also you can take it. If I take z naught is equals to omega, z value how much I am getting it? 3 plus 6i into z naught, that is omega power 81, guys, minus 3i into omega power 93. But see, omega power 81 is how much, guys? Omega power 18 is omega cube whole power something, omega cube whole power 27, that is 1 power 27, which is 1. So same way, omega power 93 also, this we can write as omega cube whole power 31, which is equals to 1 power 31, which is going to be 1. Perfect. So these two values are 1, guys. You know, in place of omega power 81 and omega power 93, we can substitute 1. So 3 plus 6i into 1 minus 3i into 1. So finally, how much we getting, guys? 3 plus 3i we getting it. So what is the argument of 3 plus 3i? What is the argument of 3 plus 3i? That's what he is asking. Argument of z he is asking. Argument of z is equals to, as we already got, z is equals to 3 plus 3i. So we just need to calculate argument of 3 plus 3i. What is it? Isn't it tan inverse 3 by 3, which is equals to tan inverse 1, which is equals to pi by 4. So pi by 4 is the answer. Argument of a complex number, if z is equals to x plus iy, then argument of z is equals to tan inverse y by x. By using this, we just calculate that argument of z is equals to, argument of 3 plus 3i is equals to pi by 4. So option A is correct. Clear now? Everyone understood this? Black blood, Sweta. Very good, guys. Chalo. So let's do this question, 2009 question. Z value given. Z value we can write it as cis theta. Z is equals to cis theta or e power I theta, anything is fine. So we need to calculate sigma m is equals to 1 to 15, imaginary part of z power 2m minus 1 at theta is equals to 2 degrees. Theta value he gave 2 degrees. Next chapter, see, after we complete advanced problems discussion, we'll end this topic, guys. After this, we'll discuss probability or permutations and combinations. First, we'll discuss permutations and combinations, and then we'll discuss probability. Next topic is going to be permutations and combinations after this. So this week we'll discuss, coming week we'll discuss advanced questions in complex numbers. Okay, right. 5 more minutes, Divyan. Just 5 more minutes. Okay. PNC, yeah, definitely PNC will discuss. Just 5 more minutes, guys. This is the last question we have. So we'll discuss this question and we'll end the session. Okay. Right. Anyone tried this question? Okay, let me tell you this question, guys. So what he's asking here is imaginary part of so m is equals to 1 if you substitute z plus z cube. If you substitute m is equals to 2, how much you get? Z cube plus z power 5 plus so on up to z power how much, guys? 29. That's what he's asking. But what is z? Imaginary part of z is how much, guys? Imaginary part of z is cos theta. What is imaginary part of z cube? Imaginary part of z cube is cos 3 theta. Cos 3 theta or sine, guys? It is sine. Na? 1 second. This is not cos, guys. This is sine. So this is sine theta and this is sine 3 theta. Yes, that's what we're getting it. Clear? Right. So we can say that imaginary part of this whole thing is becoming sine theta plus sine 3 theta plus. Why? Because if you calculate z cube here, z cube is nothing but cos 3 theta plus I into sine 3 theta. If you use de Moivre's theorem. Clear na? So if you use sine theta plus cos theta whole power n, de Moivre's theorem if you use it, z cube is nothing but cos 3 theta plus I sine 3 theta. So imaginary part of z cube is sine 3 theta only. Correct na? Now plus sine 5 theta plus sine 7 theta plus so on up to sine 29 theta. That's what we're getting it. So these are in sine series, guys. Let me tell you about this sine series. If the angles are in AP, see here, theta, 3 theta, 5 theta, these are in AP. They are in arithmetic progression. If they are in arithmetic progression, we should use sine series. Let me tell you about this sine series, guys. Yeah, we'll discuss here sine series. Sine alpha plus beta plus sine alpha plus 2 beta. That means angles are in AP. So on up to n terms. Or nth term directly you can calculate. Nth term is what, guys? Nth term is sine of alpha plus n minus 1 into d. This is going to be the nth term. Is equals to sine n beta by 2 by sine beta by 2 into sine of alpha plus n minus 1 into beta by 2. This formula we can use it, guys. This is very important formula. Sum of sines when angles are in arithmetic progression. Correct, no? Yes, Gupta. I am from Hyderabad. I am from Narayana Chena campus. I used to work in Narayana Chena campus, guys. Right, so if we can use this formula here, so let me write down the formula again. Sine theta plus sine 3 theta plus sine 5 theta plus so on up to how many terms, guys? Total 15 terms are there. So if you compare this equation here, sine theta plus sine 3 theta plus sine 5 theta, if you compare this, alpha how much we getting it? Theta. What about beta, guys? Beta is 2 theta. What is n? N is equals to 15. All these values substitute. Right. So tell me, if you take theta value, so tell me how much you get. Sine n beta by 2. N is 15, guys. Beta is how much? Here beta is 2 theta and alpha is equals to theta. So if you use these two values here, sine n beta by 2 by sine beta by 2 into sine of alpha plus n minus 1 into beta by 2. That's what we're getting it. So finally what we get it, guys? Sine 15 theta into sine 15 theta by sine theta. That's what we're getting it. So now let's simplify this. So what is theta, guys? Theta is 2 degrees. So let's substitute 2 degrees here. So sine 15 theta, that is sine 30 degrees. into sine 36 degrees. Sine square 30 degrees by sine theta. So what is it, guys? Sine square 30 degrees is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4, this is 2 degrees, guys. So 1 by 4 into sine 2 degrees. That's what we're getting it. So option D, we're getting it. Understood now? Right. Clear? So 1 by 4 sine 2 degrees, we are getting it. Option D, we are getting it. Yes, guys, it is live and it is about to end, guys. So everyone understood this? Okay. So finally, we discussed 12 questions from complex numbers. So good that we finished 12 questions in 1 hour. So that's it, guys. So in the next session, that is tomorrow only, Monday we'll have session. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, night 9 p.m. we'll have YouTube session on complex numbers. So this week we'll have complex numbers. So 3000 practice problems. We finished binomial theorem already. And this is the second chapter, complex numbers. And from tomorrow, we are going to discuss advanced question, guys. Okay. So everyone, so like this session and see you tomorrow, guys. Okay. So bye, guys. So see you tomorrow and good night. And all the best. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Next session time tomorrow. Aditya. Next session is a Monday night 9 p.m. Okay. Right. Chalo, guys, then. Take care. Bye-bye.